Thank you for tuning in to this Phantom video. In this demonstration, we're going to step through all of the capabilities of the Visual Playbook Editor that is available on the Phantom platform. To start, we're going to work our way around the outer edges of the Visual Playbook Editor, where parameters are supplied to the playbook to set high-level configurations associated with the playbook. Your first step in creating a playbook will naturally be to assign it a name. You can do that in the Playbook Name section of the UI. Once you've assigned it a name, you can move on to General Playbook Settings that are available here. This pane will slide out and give you the opportunity to configure high-level settings of the playbook, such as which labels the playbook will operate on, what category you want the playbook to fall under, and what user the playbook should be executed as when it is running in automation. Further down, you will see other high-level settings that can be toggled on or off, such as enhanced logging. Active mode will permit the playbook to run automatically upon ingestion of new events. Safe mode will disable certain actions from executing when this playbook is running. And draft mode will permit you to save the playbook in the event that there are errors in the playbook. Finally, you have high-level description as well as notes that you can populate within this playbook for the benefit of other viewers of the playbook. The last link here provides a link to documentation that describes how you can use the Visual Playbook Editor. Now we're ready to start building out the actual workflow of our playbook. To get started, you're going to pull the purple button on the right-hand side of the Start block, and that will show you 8 different operations that are available to insert within the playbook. We'll take them from top to bottom. The first option is to call another playbook from within this playbook. This is effectively nested playbook execution. The next option is to insert a decision block within the playbook. The decision block provides you with if-then-else style logic for the playbook to operate on. The third option is a data filter. The data filter is useful in filtering down action result data as well as artifact data for consumption by downstream actions or operations. The fourth option is to call an action. This is the most common operation across all of the Phantom playbooks. The fifth operation is the ability to call the format block. The format block is used to insert artifact or action result data or other variables in line with regular text, making it useful for reporting style actions such as filing tickets or sending emails. The next operation is to prompt a user for input. This provides the ability to insert a human analyst in the execution path in order to supply inputs or feedback to the playbook. The next operation is inserting a manual task. This provides the ability to assign out manual tasks to users on the platform. And lastly, the ability to call an internal Phantom API. This provides the ability to do things such as setting severity of the event or setting the label of the event or the owner of the event, among many other calls. Now let's take a moment to explore the action selector. When you go to select an action, there are 2 primary methods for which you can arrive at that action. First would be finding the action based on the app that you want to use. So for example, if I wanted to use an action from something like VirusTotal, I could start searching for VirusTotal, select that app, and then select the action that it has available. Alternatively, I could arrive at the action that I want to select by searching for the action itself. Let's say that I wanted to run a file reputation lookup. I could start searching for file, further search with reputation, select that action, and then select the asset for which I want to execute it against. And now I have my action in the playbook. The last 2 items to highlight in this demonstration are the Python Playbook Editor as well as the Playbook Debugger that are available in this Visual Playbook Editor. The Python Playbook Editor will supply you with all of the Python code that was generated as you were building out the playbook using the visual tool. You can modify this Python as you see fit as well. Right now we are in a full code mode, meaning we're showing all of the Python associated with the entire playbook. However, if I wanted to reduce the scope down to just to a particular block, I could select that block, and you can see the Python editor updated to show only the code associated with that block. I also have the option to run the Playbook debugger. Here I can supply an event ID for which I want to execute the playbook against and view all of the debug statements in this pane here. Let's run through an example of the debugger actually operating against an event. Here you'll see all of the debug statements that are being output as the playbook is executing against that event. That concludes this demonstration of the Visual Playbook Editor. Thank you very much for tuning in to watch this demonstration, and please download an instance of the Community Edition of Phantom to work with the Playbook Editor yourself. Thank you.